It's a story that happened a long time ago. In a country town somewhere in Shikoku. My grandfather told me this story when I was young. And it always creeps me out at night. The story begins like this. One night in a small village in that town, all the residents suddenly started having the same dream at the same time. In the dream, they all saw an old woman standing far away from the mountains. The old woman had eyes like an unworldly void, and she was pointing at the residents from afar, as if appealing to them for something. At first, the residents laughed it off, saying it was just a strange dream. But then, a few days later, electronic equipment started acting up all over town. The radio started making strange buzzing noises. The TV changed channels on its own. And the cell phone frequently went out of range. More frightening was that sometimes late at night, I would hear someone tapping on the window, or a door would open and close by itself inside the house. But when I checked, there was no one outside and the door was closed properly. The scariest incident was when the oldest old man in the village suddenly ran out of his house one night screaming, "An old woman is standing outside my house," and suddenly ran out of his house. The residents rushed after him, but the old man was nowhere to be seen. The only thing left behind was a large footprint in the mud outside the house that appeared to belong to the old woman. After that, the old woman was never found. There were many reports of the old woman's discovery in the town, but she was always seen only in the middle of the night. And on the nights when the old woman appears, strange phenomena always occur. Somehow, local monks prayed for her and the eerie phenomena stopped before long. But no one knows who the old woman was or what happened to the grandfather. My grandfather said, "There are indeed powers and beings in this world that humans do not know about. And one of them has appeared in a country town in Shikoku." The identity and purpose of the old woman are still a mystery to this day. And it has become one of the strangest stories passed down among the local residents. Years later, when some people in the village began to have the same dream again, they all trembled with fear. Fearing the old woman's return, they began to stand guard at night. But fortunately, the old woman has never appeared again since then. But every time I hear that story, I can't help but feel as if something is not quite over yet, like a harbinger of the beginning.